fantastic. We have a number also from the Tilda and the actual the branch itself. First up, I acknowledge and pay my respects to the elders, past and present, of the Tamarong clan, who are the traditional owners of this land. Also acknowledge any Aboriginal people with us today. Okay, I do have a couple of apologies. I've got apologies from Craig Waters, District Commissioner, Carol Richards from Branch, Councillor Robinson, Councillor Attlee, Councillor Bake, Adele McCormack and Carol Horan. Now I'd like to ask the Scouts to come forward and break the flag.
Thanks everyone for coming. It's really great for me to be able to be here. We're opening halls like this right across the state at the moment because the state government, the first government ever, put in millions of dollars into Scouting so that we could actually provide facilities like this. Why did they do it? Because of young people like you. Because Scouting is about education, and what it does is it builds an education for your future. In fact, the three venturers here are doing homework right at the moment just by being here, because venturing is now part of the VCE and VCAL. And if they get their venture award, they'll have finished 1/4 of year 11, even before they even get there. If they finish their Queen Scout Award, Federation University will give them entry into a suite of bachelor programs without even having to have an ATAR. So Scouting is actually providing opportunities for young people just like you and futures. I want to thank, first of all, the state government for putting in the money here. I'd like to certainly recognise and thank everyone involved, particularly your leaders. I think they've done a fabulous job in holding things together while you haven't necessarily had the facilities that you needed. Can I also thank all of those from the region and district that have supported you, and also from the state level, Doug over here, who's been one of the project managers. Thank you, Doug, who's been from our office and managing these projects all over the state. Minister for Youth, Ryan Smith, has certainly been a supporter of Scouting, and we've been meeting in the last week with the government and also the opposition, because who knows what's going to happen in the next election, and have said that while they put in $5 million in the last election, we still need $15 million to do up all the halls around Victoria. So we've got a long way to go. And that's without even building all the new halls for all the new groups that we need to provide as the planning for Melbourne and Victoria and the expansion of our population continues. So it's really important that we continue to provide Scouting in local communities, but even more important is having good volunteers. Can I ask the parents, do you think we've got good volunteers here? The leaders?
That's alright. Okay, I get it.
Well, they need your help. There's only 3 of them here. There should be 10. Now, if there was 10 of you, all chipping in together, it's a lot easier. They're just like you, stretched for time, just like me. We all have jobs, we all have families, but we're still volunteering. And if everyone does their little bit and volunteers, steps forward in some capacity, what we see is unbelievable outcomes for young people. Scouting can provide that, but it needs more of you to be involved. So please sign up with the group leader today, even on a roster basis. You don't have to get into uniform. Parent helpers, that's what we need as well. So please support these guys as they support you and your children. Thank you for all that you're doing, each one of you. To each of you, you're so lucky. You're very fortunate, and I hope that you stay in Scouts and make the most of the opportunities. you're in a brilliant spot because you've got the best of everything here. You can go off to the ski fields in winter, and you've got a beautiful environment out there where you can do all of the scouting activities that Scouts should be doing. So make the most of your time in Scouts because it's one of the best organisations in the world. 31 million people can't be wrong. Thanks again for having me here, and it really is a pleasure. Well done, and I'm looking forward to coming back again soon and seeing double the numbers.
Story as I call it. I'll just be quite brief. I don't exactly know when Scouts first started in Mansfield. I haven't been able to find that detail, but I know it was a long time ago, judging by the state of the old hall. Anybody who was in the old hall know what we mean. It was an old hall. We do know that Scouts were present in Mansfield in 1959 because we do have a Cub Scout who was in Cubs in 1959 with us today, Mr. Jeff Adcock at the back. Thank you. So the old hall, it saw many, many good years, and many, many, many Scouts went through its door. But over time it did. It fell into disrepair, and it was too small as well to really be able to offer the sort of opportunities that we have in this hall here today. And eventually, some smart thinking by some past leaders and parents saw the Scouts Victoria enter into discussions with the AMP Society, the Mansfield Agricultural and Pastoral Society. And an agreement was entered into so the Scout Association could build on the AMP land, and this is what we have today. The AMP Society members are here today, and your generosity and community spirit has allowed us to build a premier hall. And we thank you sincerely, and we look forward to a really long and rewarding relationship together. Now, the old hall and land was sold in December 2006, and the proceeds funded the construction of this new hall. And a further grant of $46,500 from Scouts Victoria and the Victorian Government Scouts and Guides Facility Grants Program funded much of the fit out and the kitchen. Also queue stores and external landscaping, installation of smoke alarms, fire extinguishers, exit lights, etc. So all that came from grants. And we, the Scout Group, thank Scouts Victoria and the state government sincerely for your support. We look forward to sharing our hall with Cub Scouts and Veterans in the years to come. Various grants secured from the government philanthropic sources contributed to new furniture, frame mats and photos on the walls, signage, office equipment, etc. The group is currently fundraising and grant writing to replace aged and damaged camping equipment. The storage in the old hall unfortunately wasn't fantastic, and a lot of equipment did get damaged in that hall. We'd like to acknowledge and thank the contribution of all funding bodies to this hall: departments of the Victorian Government, FRRR, Mansfield and District Community Bank. Lost the page. Now I'm in trouble. Mansfield District Community Bank, Mansfield Community Fund, Federation. Mansfield Shire Council was also a contributor. To the Scouts who are here today. Scouting is one of the few non-sports. No, here we are. Sorry, so countless hours of planning and volunteer labour on the parts of the leaders and the parents themselves have gone into building and finishing this hall. But I think you'll all agree the results are really well worth it. I particularly would like to acknowledge the contribution by Peter Lewis. Peter has been involved from the very early days and is still putting in as late as last night. Without Peter's contribution, we would not be standing here today. And on behalf of all of us, I want to offer our very, very sincere thanks. The hall features his and her bathrooms, which are and an all-access bathroom down the end, kitchen, queue store, 3 completed offices, and a storage area, and then we're going to have a venturer den and another meeting room constructed over the other side when we raise the funds to do that. If you have not already had a tour of the hall, please ask one of the Scouts to take you around when we've completed this ceremony. So Mansfield, with situated at the base of the high country. When the fog lifts, we'll be able to see it. We're near to the Great Victorian Rail Trail. We're near to Lake Eildon. We're near to Mount Buller and Mount Sterling, and all the skiing and all the activity that they've got up there. There is an array of adventure activities to be done here and in this area. And this hall is a really great base for such activities. And this could become one of the iconic scout halls over time. To the Mansfield Scouts and the Mansfield community, you have a wonderful facility in this hall. To the parents and the older Mansfield community, I urge you to consider volunteering as a leader of adult health. This group is only limited by the amount of volunteers, adult volunteers. The rewards are immeasurable. And I personally clearly remember when I was at Jamboree back in 2012. 2012? Yes, 2012. I sat underneath the tree for a while, just having a breather, and I could hear I just sat quietly taking a breather. There was 9,000 scouts at that jamboree and over 2,000 leaders, and all I could hear was the screams of incredibly happy, engaged, active kids. And I thought, I am really privileged to be part of this organisation, so I encourage everybody to really get involved. To the young people here, I urge you to the young people who aren't already here, I urge you who are in the room who aren't already scouts, I urge you to get involved in scouting. You'll have as much fun as you challenge yourself and learn how to stand on your own 2 feet, and the people in front of you will guarantee that. So to everybody here today, I thank you very much for coming. I'm going to ask Peter Lewis to say a few words. Peter, you're Princess Peter, and just tell us a little bit about the actual...
Obviously, enough to put my hand up and say, yes, I take care of building the hall once we sell the old one, and it's been a big journey. I think a few of us had a concept from the start of what it would look like, and I'm happy to say that it looks like a scout hall. A few things to finish off, but we're there. From my point of view, I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank the parents and other leaders who've helped in working towards getting this finished. I don't know if there's any of the tradies here that were involved with it. I can't see any, but anyhow, thank them for a lot of professional guidance, because I'm not a builder, and managing something like this is a bit tricky. But I got some good advice, and we came up with the goods in the end. A special thanks to the Show Society members for being very patient and working with us on this. And as Sue said, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here on this place. So it's a great opportunity, and we look forward to a good future in that respect. Yeah, we've ended up with what we wanted, I think, and there's great opportunities that can be shared with all the other scout groups, I'm sure, around the state. They'll be flocking here in droves. So take care of it. Thanks very much.
Succession. Would someone from the Show Society like to come and join us for this? Representative from the Show Society, would you like to come and join us for the cutting and ribbon? And Albert? That's great. Yeah. Just hold it to the photos first. Yay!
I'd like to commemorate the official opening of the hall, and it's with great honour that I present this to the group and commend you for all you're doing. So thank you very much, and keep up the good work. That's the vote.
Okay, thank you. Now, the Scouts will go back in. I can realise I'll pull back in.
Considering we live about 100, 200 kilometres away.
Oh, okay.
Basically, Sue, this is for you, and we wanted to do this very
You can wear
publicly.
your cup cap.
As everyone knows, Sue
I've still got mine.
Probably got mine somewhere. She's done an absolutely amazing job. She stood up. We were desperately in need of a group leader. We actually didn't have one for a period of over 18 months. And Sue had come along, and had a lot of pleas today from parents to get involved. Sue actually was a parent that really got involved involved all the time, and she'd always come and help out. She was invaluable long before she was group leader as well. And then she took on the role of group leader, and she's worked incredibly hard through some really incredible hardship conditions here, because we moved from an old hall that was condemnable, we probably shouldn't have been in it, into a hall here that's only been finished and open today. And we just, all the adventurers and scouts want to thank Sue for her contribution and the amazing effort she's put in. So thank you very much.
To say to that, Scouts rock.
On behalf of the Mansfield Scout Group, we'd like to thank everyone who's involved in here to open the Scout Group. So give me a B. B. R. R. A. A. B. B. O. O. What does that spell? Bravo!
Down a little lane that goes across.
Yeah. Okay, well, where the sheep are?
Yeah, just down to that fence, where just beyond the trees there, where the dry grass is, that's the lane there.
Yeah, just
and that's
down
down there, and it's just down there.
So they're your cattle?